I think, yeah. All right, that's it. We're recording.
Good. How are you doing?
All right, yeah. It stopped snowing.
Yeah, you just put your head for a speaker. You actually did put your head for a speaker. It's quite funny. Yeah.
That's how I check in this world. I look for a speaker, see if it's snowing. It's been all right day. I've just been to a market in lockdown.
Very good.
As you do.
Yeah.
Bread.
Yeah.
All right. I did some running yesterday, which was nice, down Hackney Marshes.
Who were you running from?
My weight.
Go on.
But yes, it's been all right. What have you been up to?
Today, not very much. A bit of gardening. A little bit of that.
Cricket.
Watching the cricket, of course. I mean, just it's going so well. Definitely been watching some cricket. I was up at about 5, listening to bits of it and watching bits of it. Yesterday, so that's Saturday, I was up at 4 a.m. watching it and listening to it, so I was quite pleased with that. Doing that. And then yesterday I washed down the patio because that's how I roll.
Sick. All right.
So,
do you want to start off with the tunes as we start?
I am going to start off with the tunes, yes.
So you do 2 classics.
Yes.
And then I'll do 2 classics. What are you going to do?
Yep. So I'm just going to play them, and then do we talk about them afterwards? I suppose that's the form, isn't it?
Do whatever you want. You're a grown man.
It gives you a chance to Wikipedia them while I'm playing them.
You're a grown man. You can do what you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oi! Whoa, yeah. Lift up your conscience. Lifting up your conscience. Lift up your conscience. No bother with the violence. Oh no way. Yeah. Don't want no violence. Lift up your conscience. No jump Babylon fence. The heads are glued. Perish you there. You smoke in the eye shades. No take no bad influence. Stand up children young. With full defense now. Oh yeah. Wow, yeah. Alright now. Hey, alright now. Oh yeah. Wow, yeah. Alright now. Whoa, hey, alright now. Oh yeah. Whoa, yeah. And when you're walking among them, firm up man and don't pretend on my behalf, young. Take no dry laugh, young. Cause when you look in on me Rubenic eyes, you see the time get civilized. Stop the susu day. Stop the susu. Children, what do you do? Lego susu. No carry on, no bring come. No spoil up the Israel farm. No juice weapon you. You swell your figure swell up when bun you. Swell it, drop your conscience. Wow, yeah. Follow me, no violence. Alright now. Drop your conscience. Hey. Alright now. Follow me, no violence. Oh, yeah. Drop your conscience. Wow, yeah. Follow me,
have a drink, I want to take a sup. Hey, hey, badaya, bawala dai de eng badaya, badaya, bawala dai de eng badaya, badaya, bawala dai de eng bada da 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 wala dai de eng badaya, badaya, bawala dai dai guan. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank, yes sir. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank, guan. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank. You go to the street, you fi walk and skank. You go to the street, you fi walk and skank. You come in at the dance, you fi walk and skank. One in your pocket and one by your side. A hand in your pocket and one by your side. You walk with a limp or you walk with a stride. You walk with a limp or you walk with a stride. Say mine you don't slipper, say mine you don't slide. Say mine you don't slipper, me say mine you don't slide. Cause if you do that, you will broke your backside. Say if you do that, you will broke your backside. Cause some of them a walk and they do it with a glide. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank. The long time style that used to go live back. The 84 style, you know I walk and skank. The downtown posse, them a walk and skank. And the uptown posse, them a walk and skank. They come in at the dance and you walk and skank. One hand in your pocket and one by your side. Hand in your pocket and a hand by your side. The side of the street, she said that me a top rank. Around the microphone, you know me don't rock. Say when me get me money, say me put it in a bank. Me have a new car, it no start with a crank. It run out of petrol, me full up the tank. It run out of petrol, me full up the tank. And as a MC, me full of funny prank. Say as a MC, say me full of funny prank. One, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank. You go out on the street, you fi walk and skank. You go out on the street, you fi walk and skank. You come in at the dance, you fi walk and skank. You come in at the dance, you fi walk and skank. One hand in your pocket and one by your side. A hand in your pocket and a hand by your side. You walk with a limp and you walk with a stride. You walk with a limp and you walk with a stride. Say mine you don't slipper, say mine you don't slide. Say mine you don't slipper, me say mine you don't slide. Cause if you do that, you will broke your backside. Say if you do that, you will broke your backside. Say some of them a walk and they do it with a glide. Say some of them a walk and they do it with a glide. Man, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Yes, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Shoulda see the uptown posse walk and skank. Shoulda see the downtown posse walk and skank. Say inna the dance, say they walk and skank. Say inna the dance, say they walk and skank. And some of them a go on like them a top rank. Say some of them a go on like them a top rank. But walk and skank, them a walk and skank. One, walk and skank, them a walk and skank. Yes sir, walk and skank, them a walk and skank. Say round the microphone, you know me don't rap. Say round the microphone, you know me don't rap. Cause as a MC, say me a top rank. Say as a MC, say me a top rank. Me have a new car, it no start with a crank. Me have a new car, it no start with a crank. It run out of petrol, me full up the tank. It run out of petrol, me full up the tank. And as a MC, me full of funny prank. Say as a MC, me full of funny prank. One, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Say World War II, they use enough tank. Cause World War II, say they use enough tank. One, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. The old time style, you know a gully bang. The old time style, you know a gully bang. But the 84 style, you know a walk and skank. One, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. One, walk and skank, me say walk and skank. Walk and skank, me say walk and skank.
There you go.
Did you stop recording it?
Yeah, I've stopped.
I did do some Wikipedia in.
That's good. What did you find out?
But do you know Israel Is it what they're called? Israel Vibration.
Vibration, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how they formed?
No.
They met. They all suffered from polio, the whole band, and they met at a polio rehab center.
That's amazing. Whereabouts? Where?
In Jamaica somewhere.
Right. Okay.
That's a mad story, isn't it?
That is a mad story.
And they were huge in Jamaica. They literally took Jamaica by storm.
I love that sound. I just love that really easy sound. It's just lovely. Yeah. Just washes over you in a nice way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a great tune. And that Walk and Skank is a great tune.
It's been sampled once or twice, isn't it? I think.
Definitely Buddy.
That's the one. Yeah, literally Rich off. It's another great. I mean, they're totally different tracks, but I still think they qualify as classics.
I tried to look up Jar Screechy, though I couldn't find much information about him, really.
Right. Okay.
I don't know much about him.
Well, mate, I tell you what, it's your turn next. While you're doing it, I'll have a Google and see if I can find out something about them.
But shouldn't you be telling me stuff about my songs?
What are your songs?
All right, I'll put them on. The first one, what am I playing first? Oh, you know, last week I played, what do you call it? Zunga, 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 Zunga.
Yeah.
This is a similar tune.
Right, okay.
I Have Feelings. But it's got that sort of Rupie Edwards. It's got that sort of like skanger type vibe.
Yeah.
So let's play that first, and then I'll talk about the second one afterwards.
Abab, 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 Fuka. Skeng, 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 skeng. Awesome. Skeng, skeng, skeng.
What are you doing?
You're wondering, what will you do? Every day you're what will you do? Then you'll be free. You wouldn't even try to reach the top. Then you'll be free. You wouldn't even try to reach the top. Then you will see every day I'm feeling high, so high. Branga in my ear. Branga. Every day they talk, wondering. Do you believe? Do you wouldn't bells are ringing, I'm feeling high, so high in my heaven. Got to know for right. Janga. Got to know janga. Skanga.
Representing Mighty Crown, the world champion. Yes, DJ Kentaro. No war against music. There is no war in it at this music thing. Better remember that. What Japanese says. Boom, boom.
What are you doing?
Remember that the bad Japanese says so. Boom, boom, boom.
DJ. It's the skunk tune.
Yeah, it's a nice sound.
Irie feelings or something like that.
Yeah.
But the next one,
I like that.
The Revolutionaries. That is the tune. That was the. I mean, what was it? Kunta Kinte, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't quite get the ending because the recording went funny, but we'll see it in the video afterwards. But I tried to mix the tune with the same tune. It was quite such a tune that you could play around with, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you get that, don't you? You get these tunes that you can just keep layering one over the other, and you just keep playing around with it. But
the reason I played that second one, because just before Christmas they did those. Did you watch any of those series? He's a Slave Director, wasn't his name?
Yes. Yeah, I know you mean.
But there was one Lovers Rock, which I didn't enjoy the film too much because it was just a bit long. There was bits of it I liked. Yeah. But they played that tune.
Yeah.
In the film. Have you seen it?
No, haven't seen it.
That is the best scene. Because it's literally like Lovers Rock, you've got all these like couples dancing and thrusting each other, but then you've got that scene when they play that and all the guys just go into. Yeah. And then they play the track like 2, maybe 3 times. Yeah. Film. Yeah. Get that feeling of like how people wanted it replayed and re-going on. Nice. People were lying all over the floor and I might put a bit of that in the video if I can find it.
You could, yeah, do that because that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that, and the other one that I haven't watched is the the 3 programs you mentioned to me. I think they're on the BBC.
It's Small Axe. That's it.
That's the one I haven't seen. Yeah.
The first one, the best one, I think. The High Grove.
Yeah.
That's a true story, and the great thing about that one is there's a baby because it's all a lot of it's around the court scenes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a baby in the scene because while they're going through court, they have a baby.
Yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
And they're trying to defend, and they could go to prison. I won't tell you what happens at the end, but they could go to prison.
Okay. Yeah.
But the child in it that they have the baby becomes. He is now the CEO of Island Records.
No, that's cool.
He discovered Amy Winehouse, and he discovered like other artists, and it's a crazy because I Wikipedia like I do Wikipedia things.
Yes, you did.
And I just went that just blew my mind.
So while you were playing and I was getting the next ones lined up, I did Wikipedia Jar Screechy, and you're right, it's not as old as I thought it was.
The 80s.
Yeah, if you'd have asked me to guess, I'd have said, I don't know. It's quite fast. So I would have guessed late 70s. Yeah, that would have been my best guess. 84.
That sort of 80s sound to it. The body.
Yeah. 84 though. We're doing covers next. I've got a cover-ish. Well, it's not really a cover. My first one isn't a cover.
A remix.
It's a sort of reworking of a track, so I'm bending the rules, but then
we have covers and remixes, don't we?
Yeah, and then the other one is definitely the second one that I've got is definitely a cover. And both of them are great. They're just great. The originals are brilliant. These versions of it are also fantastic. They just add something completely different to it. And what are you drinking?
Oh, we're doing that now.
Should we do that now?
Yeah, I'm drinking a wood green beer.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna put a picture like I did last time in just here.
Okay.
But what's cool about this beer is that he uses his shirts from the 80s as the cover design of the cans.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so when you go on his website, you can see his shirts that he actually got the design from.
That's cool.
And he says, I believe it's called peacocking when you do that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, very much so. That's a word that I use quite a lot, actually.
Oh, you use it in the kitchen world?
In that sort of world.
They're called Jiddler's Tipple. And they're based in Wood Green. They've only been open for a couple of years.
I was drinking Trinity because you got me these for Christmas.
Yeah, Redemption.
So obviously that's Redemption, but it's quite a small can, so it is empty. So I was going to delve into this bag here. So I got
what percentage is Trinity?
Say again.
What percentage is Trinity?
3%.
3%, because this is only 3.8.
There you go. So I then got this bag. So I got quite a bit of beer for Christmas. So if I'd have drunk it all, I'd have been A, an alcoholic, and B, twice the size. So we just stuck a load of them in the motorhome. So we've got I've got a bag full of stuff here, and there's some stuff that I've got some Signature.
Oh yeah,
which is from Walthamstow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my eldest son got me these, Daniel.
What's that one?
So this one's a Pilsner.
A Pilsner. I think I've had that one.
This one's also a Pilsner. This one's a Cranberry Sour.
Yeah, I don't like sours.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. I just can't get into them. I've tried about 3 or 4 times.
This one's a Coffee Porter.
I've had that one, yeah. That's that one. The money goes to I think every time £1 goes to the NHS because it's called Nightingale after the hospital.
Okay, well that's a cool thing, right?
Yeah,
so
they brought that at the beginning of the lockdown, the first lockdown.
I thought I would go for a local brew from one of the from there. So I've got an extra seasonal bitter.
Nice. You gonna tell me or not?
What am I going to tell you?
You can tell me what you're going to play or not?
Yeah, I'm going to play. So the first one is not a cover. It's a reworking of a track. Actually, I'm not going to tell you the first one because it's just too Anyway, I'm not going to tell you because I think the effect is better if I don't say. And then the second one is also is actually a cover, and I'm not going to tell you what that is either. I thought we just play it.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. We're building a remedy for Khrushchev and Kennedy. And that's an invitation you can't decline. Caviar and cigarettes, well versed in etiquette, extraordinarily nice. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Ooh, recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? To avoid complications, she never kept the same address. In conversation, she spoke just like a baroness. Met a man from China with down to Geisha Minor. Then again, incidentally, if you're that way inclined, you came naturally from Paris because she couldn't care less, fastidious and precise. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Momentarily out of action, temporarily out of gas, you're absolutely fine. She's out to get you. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Ooh, recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? You wanna try? You wanna try? You wanna try?
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I have lost my life. For I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. Once I run to you, now I run from you. Distant yet love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tended love, now I know I've got to run away. I've got to get away. You don't really want any more from me to make things right. You need someone to hold you tight, and you think love is to pray, but I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I run to you, now I run from you. Distant love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tended love, tended love, tended love. Please, I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you though you hurt
Very good.
There you go. Have you got me on? No, you haven't got me on mute.
You did it again.
We did it again.
You record it. You record it.
No, I've yeah.
Do you know who they buy those remixes? Because I don't.
So the first one is by Grand Magneto. Sorry.
The first one, Tainted Love.
Yeah, the first one was. Yeah, the second one. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
What were you asking me?
What about the first one, the Queen one?
That's done by Queen.
No, the little knobbly thing that they've done.
Yeah. I don't think it's actually done by Freddie Mercury, but it's done by Queen. I don't actually know. Hang on.
It's all right.
You want to know?
You put it later and we put it on the credit.
All right, I'll do that later.
They're good versions. The first one's an okay version, but the second one's brilliant. The Tainted Love.
I really like the first one as well, though.
I mean, Grand Magneto, he's from the X-Men, isn't it? Magneto.
You're quoting films. You know, I don't watch much TV.
Magneto's like the worst of the X-Men.
Queen, they went on to be quite successful, didn't they?
Never heard of them.
So what are you playing?
Well, the first one, so February the 6th was Bob Marley's birthday.
Yes.
So I thought I need to put something in Bob Marley-ish, but it was, I'd already done the classics before I recorded it. So
yes. So
I thought I'd put in a remix, so I did Natural Mystic, a remix of Natural Mystic.
Cool.
I also wanted to put in a poem from Amanda Gorman, you know, the presidential laureate poet.
Not personally, no.
But you know who she is.
Yeah.
And she's done a really good lockdown poem.
Okay.
About the lockdown. She did it last year, but she redid it last month. So I thought.
Had you heard of her before she did the poem? Because I hadn't.
No, I hadn't.
No.
So, I had heard it just before because they announced she was going to do it.
Right. Okay.
I looked her up then.
Right.
And then after that, I've put "Country Road" by the Toots and the Maytals cover.
Oh, that's a great cover.
One thing is because it's one of Joe's favourite tunes.
Yes.
Also, I thought after the lockdown, "Country Road, Take Me Home," it's sort of like that sound of like we're going to come out of it and we're going to be back home.
Yeah.
So I thought it was quite apt.
Once we're out of lockdown, the only sound I want to hear is a jet engine.
I want to hear a sound system.
Well, I want to hear a sound system, but I just want to get on an aeroplane and go somewhere warm.
No, I want a sound system. That's all I want.
I want both. I'm not choosing. I want both.
Pubs, coffee shops, all of it.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway, now I'm going to mute you.
I thought I'd awaken to a world in mourning, heavy clouds crowding, a society storming, but there's something different on this golden morning, something magical in the sunlight, wide and warming. I see a dad with a stroller taking a jog across the street. A bright-eyed girl chases her dog. A grandma on a porch fingers her rosaries. She grins as her young neighbor brings her groceries while we might feel small, separate, and all alone. Our people have never been more closely tethered because the question isn't if we can weather this unknown, but how we will weather this unknown together. So on this meaningful morn, we mourn and we mend like light we can't be broken. Even when we bend as one, we will defeat both despair and disease. We stand with healthcare heroes and all employees, with families, libraries, waiters, schools, artists, businesses, restaurants, and hospitals hit hardest. We ignite, not in the light, but in lack thereof. For it is
if you listen carefully now, you will hear. Could this be the first trumpet? Might as
in this chaos we will discover clarity. In suffering we must find solidarity, for it's our grief that gives us our gratitude, shows us how to find hope if we ever shall lose it. So ensure that this ache wasn't endured in vain. Do not ignore the pain, give it purpose, use it, read children's books, dance alone to DJ music. Know that this distance will make our hearts grow fonder. From a wave of woes, our world will emerge stronger. We'll observe how the burdens braved by humankind are also the moments that make us humans kind. Let each dawn find us courageous, brought closer, heeding the light before the fight is over. When this ends, we'll smile sweetly, finally seeing in testing times we became the best of beings.
Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't tell no lie. There's a natural mystic glowing through the air. Such a natural mystic. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. Such a natural mystic. Oh yeah.
You been listening to the Green Sleeve document. Green Sleeves label, man. Every time them come.
Oh, fine.
Ripe fruit. Green.
Yeah, listen. Most heaven, West Jamaica, through his mountain, shining down the river. All my friends there, holding on those reeds, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze from the road. Take me home to the place I belong. West Jamaica, my mama, take me home, country home. So wait a minute. I heard a voice in the morning, possibly, said, son, you remind me of my home far away. Riding down the road, I feel a sickness. I tell you, oh, yesterday, my memories all gather on high. Mama lady, stranger through the water, and dusty, painted on the sky. Missy taste of moonshine, taste on my high. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Ooh, West Jamaica, ma. What if let me go home? Country road, oh, I like that beat too. Hey, man, can you get me some more to sing? Country road, take me home to the place I belong. What if let me go home? Country road, no, get a hand together. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Jamaica, mama. What if let me go home? Country road, no feel.
Mute, mute. Very good.
Yeah,
That was
it's a
great.
great cover, isn't it?
It's a great cover. She was very good as well. I mean, she's obviously very passionate, and there's something about actually watching her deliver those words rather than just listening to them. That adds just a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's much more powerful.
Yeah. and she's got rhythm without rhythm. That's what I like about it. The
Much like myself.
Rhyme. The words don't rhyme. I mean, a lot of rappers do it. But the rhymes don't rhyme, but it's still got a rhythm in it.
Yeah, absolutely that.
It's a great cover as well, Natural Mystic. Black. Black.
They were great songs. Great songs.
Yeah, Joe.
And it is a great cover.
Joe's going to be dancing to that Country Road one. That's one of their favourite songs.
Is it my turn next?
Yeah, new tune.
Okay, so this isn't new, but it's not old.
Retro?
Well, not really. It's from 2010, I think, 2011-ish. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I would say it's not a classic. It's not a cover. It's not a dance tune. So then it's
kind of, I'm sort of getting away with it a little bit, I think.
Well, when you're as old as us, 2010 was yesterday, wasn't
it? Yeah, I mean, how old were you in 2010?
You're asking me to do maths? 32?
32. Yeah, I was 42. So there you go. Yeah. So it's from about then. And it's Professor Skank. So you see where I'm going? You see what I did there? No, probably not. And he's done a lot of work with other bands and DJs, etc. And he's Greek.
I thought you meant he had plastic surgery when you say a lot of work.
No, not that sort of work. And he's Greek. You ready?
Then you shall truly find Rasta educate the nation, show the youth them the truth, expose the conspiracy and the conspirators too. The people of our races and our different cultures in this time, I say them have to come together. I have more in common than to tear us apart, so let's spread a little love straight from the heart. I in this time we have to make peace prosper. Some brotherly love, everyone must foster preach. Rasta education to break down the barriers, education to batter down the prejudice, education to eradicate the ignorance, and education to give the youth a chance. Rasta education to break down all the barriers, education to batter down the prejudice, education to eradicate the ignorance, and education to give the youth a chance. It's high time the religious leaders of this world stop preaching a false doctrine, making mockery of the mystics they represent. Yo, it coming like a joke thing. Spirituality is the essence of life. Make I tell you something, you got to make your own connection with the Most High. Live clean and don't you hurt your brethren. Love it thy neighbor, yeah. As you love it yourself, you love it yourself. And don't you hurt yourselves, don't your children. Oh,
nice tune.
Oh, no, I'm not on mute. I like that. I like that a lot, as it happens. Sorry, my battery just fell off. I like that a lot, as it happens. It's got a really nice message about it.
What's it called again?
It's called Rasta Education.
Right.
But it's got, if you listen to the lyrics, it's got a really good message about it.
Cool.
So there you go. So what's your new track?
What would you like in the video background of that one?
Probably not me.
We need one tune actually where we do lots of photos of your kitchens. That'd be cool.
It's not really going to. It might work in the kitchen world, but it might not work for what we're trying to do.
Like behind me, I've got a sound system, and this next tune is released from a sound system, Reggae Roast, which are from Hackney.
Okay.
And they do lots of nights round. I actually had tickets for them on the day after Boxing Day, and then we went into Tier 4.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it, but it was like a really good deal. They had General Levy was playing, and General Levy.
He calls himself Levy.
And there's, I think, because of Andy, Brummy Andy, I say Levy. And
it is. You've got some Birmingham sort of background, haven't you?
Anyway, they released a compilation album of lots of different stuff. I don't know if they did it last year or the year before, but I'll put that afterwards.
Go on then.
But when you ever see British labels, like reggae labels,
yes,
do stuff, they always use Horseman.
Okay.
And he's been over talking over rapping over sound systems, singing, whatever you want to call it, chatting.
Yeah.
For about 30 years, and he's got such a good voice.
Yeah.
So he's on this one. It's called "Do It Again" by Reggae Roast.
Yeah, man, give it up. Yeah, man, the on the race track, man. Original galloping horse. Lord of mercy. Right about now. This one will hit you like a bomb. Bang little link, bang little link, down. To the badang, badang, bang, badang, bading, bang, badang, bading, bang, down. Bang little link down. Bang little link down. To the badang, bading, bang, badang, bading, bang, down. Yeah, me, we do it again. Go round the bend and tell no friends, so we do it again. Not dealing when I rap, when I come home, so we do it again. Condemn your music, man, we do it again. To the badang, bading, bang, down. Just give me the old time mentor, and I'm giving the old time calypso. And the scare and the denka, as one says song, cause the music, man, we can't let go. That's when the hip and that's when the toe. Tita turn them all in a row. Hit the house down with the lyrics of flow. Everybody knows it. Jump in and do it again. Nothing do it again. Dance till your mother, so you do it again. Say 90 Campbell, love we do it again.
Jump on a rhythm and I ride like a bike, and I not need for some, we not need fight. This time music, this is my type. When I play big sound and I fire ignite, and I watch how we live on that. But I live to come and the house man a chop. When the old time reggae music we bring it back. Listen how we a chop on that.
When you come a dance all the happy dance later. When you listen to song, you can refuse it. If you don't that man, you must be body sing. With a lick in your head with a big piece of steak. I do my music bit fantastic. I do my music a bombastic. You ask one, I'm gonna feel some lyrics. Now they can't break in like this, so we do it again.
One not the Campbell, ask my come and do it again. Them a bounce and a skip, them a chop.
We do it again. Sit up on the rhythm track, we younger. Do it again.
Well, watch me now, we sing when I mix, me na hang, me na mingle. Watch me spin on me 7-inch singles. When you jump on the rhythm and I jump on the that, well I don't try and test any song, cause you watch how we reach on the dance. Make all of them a jump and prance. The two way come in a combination.
This one really hit you like a bomb. Bang little link, down. To the badang, bading, bang, badang, bading, bang, badang, bading, bang, down. Bang little link down. Bang little link down. To the badang, bading, bang, badang, bading, bang, down. Yeah, me, so we do it again. Rasta no more song, we do it again.
Wanna make them a turn and twist, we say we
do it again. So we can roast them hot like our, we do it again.
We run out the thing every hour. I think nice send that thing quiz. Rock them a shout and a call out for this. Now blue boy thing just big business. Call on the blower if you want some of this.
Sit in a record shop and them have to buy this. The CD man them have to slide it. USB man them have to plug it. You buy a needle dip on it. The ass man have to chat it. I want to come in a real reggae mix. And them the silent people love it. And that they can break in and this do it on there. Never feel it right now, so we do it on there.
Wanna jump on the rhythm and scream and shout them.
Do it on there. Said 90 Campbell love we do it on there.
Tell them how smart.
That's great. And the background is lovely. We all know what the background is, of course. It's Lee Scratch Perry, isn't it?
I don't know. Do you think they rewrite it, or do you think they just use the old tune?
That bass line is definitely Lee Scratch Perry.
Who you saw? I saw with you.
You did. You warned me.
Underneath an awful football club.
Chelsea.
Yeah, don't say that word.
But it's a great venue, though. Under the Bridge, it's a great venue.
Yeah, it is a great venue. We've seen a couple of gigs there, haven't we?
We have, and they were going to knock it down.
Bring back gigs.
But they were going to knock it down when they were going to redo Stamford Bridge.
Fans, where the fans have to decide, and they didn't.
It's Chelsea pitch owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chelsea pitch owners. But I think that he was going to knock it down as part of his rebuild, and then when the government withdrew his visa or something, or else he decided to take to stop the ground investment, which is fair enough. So
all we got is left is dance tunes, haven't we?
Come then.
Dance tunes.
The dance tunes. Did you want me to tell you what I've got first? Sorry, say again.
Tell me the first tune, but the second tune, tell me afterwards.
Well, the first one gives it away a little bit, so I'm not going to tell you the title. All I'm going to tell you is it's on the Shut Up and Dance Out label.
Arrest the president, 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 arr
Move and your mom clad. Stand up. Move and your bum clad dead. Stand up. and your bumper clad dead. Stand up.
president, arrest the 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 president.
That last one was it Breakage?
Breakage was the one in the middle. So it was Arrest the President. All I did with Arrest the President was literally just use that bit and just put it on a loop. And then there was Breakage after that, which is just such a great tune. And then after that, of course, it's Bachelors of Science, so which is just another great track.
Yeah, and good tunes.
Thank you.
Tunes.
Go on then.
What am I playing? I am going to start with a remix of Bam Bam by Serial Killer.
Oh, I love that Serial. Yeah.
Mixes, doesn't he?
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah, here we go.
I think I'm a bam bam. It's was on Jamaican. Little different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me, say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Just some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo, what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, what a bam bam. This woman never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come free nice of Jamaican. So bam 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 dilang, bam bam. I want that bam bam. Say what that bam bam. I want that bam bam, bam bam dilang.
So for that now, don't listen to this.
And I say one thing unless I understand. One thing unless I understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me.
Play the bass line.
And me say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Cause some of them a ask me where me get it from. I true them not know it's from creation. I true them not know it's from bam bam. I want that bam bam, bam bam dilla, bam bam, bam bam dilla, bam bam.
When you come to German bass wise, and otherwise you have to realize you're strictly rhythm wise. Special question everyone inside, present and outside. So here's a big tune, remember this?
Mute. That was great. Really good.
Anton Levy is a legend. I thought he died, the other day. I was telling someone, yeah, he died. He did die. There's been so many deaths, but he's not dead. He's still alive.
No, I didn't think you...
It's actually, when you Google it, it's actually a myth that goes round that he actually has died, but he hasn't died.
Has he got his own YouTube channel where he just says, "I'm not dead"?
Got a Snapchat account.
Well, imagine that. You have to tell people you haven't actually died.
Yeah, it's happened to a few people, isn't it? It's like Tracy Chapman had to tell people she wasn't dead. And somebody else did it recently. Can't remember who. One of those things.
They were great tunes.
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, well, half of your face is alive. The other half is dead. Oh, there you go.
I tell you what has happened. The battery has weighed down the camera.
It's all right. Oh, that's better.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's everything, isn't it?
That's brilliant. That was good. That was great. There's some I mean, look, we played some amazing tracks, right?
Yeah. Just hopefully we won't be copyrighted by Facebook or YouTube or wherever we put it on.
Well, wasn't it Iran and North Korea?
Yeah, apparently if you can't listen to our YouTube video, we can still listen to it in the UK.
Yes.
You can't listen to it in Iran or Korea or I think maybe Germany. You can't hear it.
I was going to say, next time you go to those places, that'll be a bit of a problem, won't it? But I actually normally go to Germany fairly regularly.
Yeah, so you got to record the show if you want to listen to it again in Germany.
Oh, I'll do that. I'm gonna stand outside gigs in Germany and give out CDs.
We'll say goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye to everyone.
Goodbye to everyone.